because it's almost noon in India, and here in California we are at the evening. I see many of you from even from Long Beach, Newark, LA, Irvine, all around this neighborhood. Welcome to this session. My name is Ying Liu. I have been in California State University, Long Beach for 13 years. I'm a professor in Information Systems department. Also, I'm a director of the MS program. So I will give a brief introduction about the program, why should you join us, and what we learn. You can hold your question after we discuss the slides, and I can answer the question at the end. You can also type your question in the chat box. Okay, let's start. The schedule tonight is first we talk about trends in the information system. We talk about the job market. We talk about the Long Beach state and why should you study in our MSIS program. And Lindsay will give you the detailed introduction about the application process. And we have a Q&A session at the end. First, let's look at the big business trend. We are in something what we call the second economy. That's something, this is also called the digital economy. It's a report from McKinsey. You know, the McKinsey is one of the most famous consulting firm in the United States. The digital economy today we are in, the business, it has some special features. For example, it doesn't produce anything tangible. It's like a neural system. It's like invisible things. It's all digital stuff. It tracks the sales and inventory. It asks the banking operations. You can send bills to your customer. It has three characteristics for the digital economy. First, it's vast. Since 1995, it has a growth rate of like 2.5 to 3%. By year of 2025, the second economy will be as big as the physical one. So it's huge. Also, the second feature is it's automatic. These days, if you, for example, if you buy or sell a stock, because if you want to do the investment, more than not 50%, these days more than 70%, you are dealing with a computer, because most of the transactions in Wall Street are done by the computer. People wrote the program and they deploy the program application into the computer and let the computer run to make a decision buy or sell stocks. It's like everything's automatic once it's you put it there, and also it's intelligent. You know, the last one is invisible and connected, because you can see the computer, but you don't know, you cannot see the software. You can only see the user interface, but a huge amount of binaries electronically running inside your computer, they are connected. Recently, there's a popular term called the Internet of Things. Basically, all the equipment, or even people, the watch, all the, you can embed the chip in your body. So more and more things are connected, including the human body. Okay. Because the second economy become bigger and bigger, another way you can look at this trend, also you verify by yourself, is look at the top 5 public traded company worldwide. We measure by the market cap. Actually, I collect this diagram several years ago, from 2006 and 2011, 2016. The green is a technical company. In 2006, we only have one, which is Microsoft. 2011, we have Apple here. Maybe the Microsoft and Google maybe in the top 10. But in 2016, we have Apple, the largest. Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook. I also checked the number last month. The big one still Apple, followed by Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and Facebook. You can see since 2016, and maybe the next 5 years, the largest company are information technology companies. So we know that digital economies are big and become more and more important. It's more important than the physical economy. Also, it means there's more and more job in the information system. I don't know the concrete, where the job is. However, I know something for sure. First thing is the programming is a new literacy, because if you look at it today around the business around you, every business is dependent on the software. The Amazon, the Google, Facebook, even a pizza shop. If you try to buy or sell pizza, you have to have a website. You can connect to people. You can deliver to people. If you don't have a digital presence, like a website, like a delivery system, it's hard for you to do business these days, especially the corona virus. Cause everybody is staying at home, and you have to, more and more importantly, the business can deliver to your home. It also means that digital skills are essential. So no matter what you do, because the digital economy is so big, that's I would say it's like you can read and write in English. You should be able to know the programming. You should build your digital skills. And once you have the knowledge of the information technology, it's helpful at the 3 levels. First, if you run a business, if you not run, you work in any company, you can be a better user of the existing software. Once you learn the basic idea about the programming, you learn the database, you learn the data analysis. When you talk to people, when you use the system, it will make more sense to you. That's the first type of user. It will be more efficient, more effective in your job. Second type of user, once you have the digital skill, is if you go anywhere, you can see some places you can improve. So for example, when I went to the Cerritos library one day several years ago, I borrowed a book, and when I want to renew it, I found out I couldn't renew it by myself. I have to make a phone call to the library. Even they have a volunteer helping the library, but a phone call costs the library some time, costs myself some time. If they can let me renew online, it's just 1 minute or 2 minutes. I can do it. So if you work in a company, you can see so many places you can improve, you can change with the new information technology, like build a website, develop a mobile app. That's a second type. You can improve the existing business process. The last type is more creative and more challenging. Is you can create a new business and destroy the old business. Like because you stay at home, you can see so many new business, and some not new, but it happened like 10 or 12 years ago, like delivery, the system, the Uber, the Airbnb. In the past 1 or 2 decades, there's many new business up and running. So you can, if you are creative, you can do it. Okay. More specifically, if you are a graduate of our program, what you can do? Because each program designed with some target, the objectives in the mind. In our program, we are training 3 types of people. Also, the last one is a general title. First, if you learn in this program, you will learn how to be a business or system analyst. This kind of people, they have a good domain knowledge. You are accounting, you know the accounting, you know the finance, you know the supply chain. Also, you learn the database, the algorithm, how could you develop a software. So basically, you can combine the domain knowledge with the technology. You can translate the business requirement into some information system design. You can identify the issues in the current business process and propose some changes and make the change happen. You can develop it by yourself, by the internal team, or you can hire the third party to develop a system for you. That's the first type, business and system analysis. Second type of things you can do is you can be a data analyst, because you will learn statistics, you learn programming, you learn the software development. It helps you to, to create a model, to do the data analysis, to predict what's the best inventory for the business, what's the right pricing for some product. That's what we call the data analyst. And a third one, if you like programming, you want to get your hand dirty, you want to develop applications or the mobile apps, you can be an application developer, because we give you enough course on this training, especially if you have some background or like it a lot. No matter what you want to be, even you don't want to be any of these three types, you just want to be a good business person, a good business manager. Basically, you can be what we call, you can be an empowered knowledge worker, because you understand the database, you can understand how the information technology help your business. So you are more capable to run the current business. Of course, the digital economy is big. The demand for the job is also high. If you check different places, most of sources will list the software developer as the #1, or the data analyst as the #1, data scientist as the #1 job. Different statistics, but we know it's a high demand. Okay. So once we know it's if you want to take the information system path, you want to learn it, either you want to work in it or you want to be a more empowered knowledge worker because of the information system. The next question is, why want you to study in CSULB? I would give two big reasons. One is the location. I see many of you are from the neighborhood. It's very easy, a good location, because we have so many opportunities in both LA County and in the Orange County. And Long Beach is lucky, we are at the neighbor of the boundary of the two big, I would say, big economic bodies here, LA County and Irvine, the Orange County. We have, you can see all the big names in this place: the Boeing, Lockheed Martin, also the SAP, Amazon in Irvine, Google in Irvine, so many large companies. And the second, I think not least important, but maybe more important than the first one is that if you compare the Cal State Long Beach with UC Irvine, USC, I graduated from USC or UCLA, our faculty focus more on the teaching side. Especially we spend a lot of effort in the graduate classes, because that's our, it's more close to our research, close to our skill, core of the skill of our career. So most of our faculty have a big spend maybe more than 50% of their time on teaching, to working with the student. That's not true for other schools. And many of our faculty have industry experience. For example, myself, I worked in Hewlett-Packard, IBM, and I spent 4.5 years in Seattle working as a software developer in Microsoft. So that means we know what the industry want, what the current trend will be. Current is, so we can teach the more relevant stuff. And of course, Long Beach has a strong connection with our neighborhood. Another thing is, I think for most people around this area, the Long Beach is a decent university. We have a best value of return. We have a better position, even better than Harvard. According to the Money magazine, we are ranked the number 13 nationwide. Another thing I want to highlight is, if you check the blue logo here, CSULB, the Long Beach, the College of Business, is AACSB accredited. There are about 3,000 business schools in United States. Only about 300 business schools are accredited by the AACSB. It means we have the quality assurance. So there are other things you can check. Basically, Long Beach is a good, decent school, has a good reputation. That's a high level, the university, the college, the faculty. But if you check the details, when we design this program, we have a very specific requirement in our actually objectives when we design this program. We are dedications to student success. We are not talking about the some theoretical things, give you philosophical things. We are teaching this program is in a pragmatic and relevant way. We teach the programming, we teach the statistics, we teach the data mining tools, all solid, down to the earth. Another thing is we have a smaller class size. We set a cap of 40 students for every class. So if you check other schools, UC Irvine, USC, that's not true. Also, our program is very convenient. We have all of our courses are in the evening and Saturday. So either you work or study full-time or you have a daytime job, it's still convenient to attending class here. The last one is very important for international students. We are STEM designated. It means once you finish this program, you get the degree, the master's degree, you can stay here and work up to 3 years under the OPT visa. I think it's still true. Trump is changing something, but I think the STEM is, US has a high demand for this kind of people. Here's a detailed list of our, it's a sample course. Each year we may make some change based on the current marketing demand and the technology trend, but majority of the courses are here. You can see, let me give you a brief introduction of the courses. The course you see here are the schedule, sample schedule for the what we call accelerated track. If you are a full-time student, you don't work, especially for the international student, you are in this track. You can complete the whole program in full semester. Each semester you take 3 courses, except the last one. The last semester you take 1 or 2 courses because you can have time to looking for a job or to do some internship. Okay. If you look at the course, we teach when you join the fall 2021, you take 3 courses. The first one is basically it's a statistics 601. You need to learn the how to because it's a basis for the data mining and the data analysis. Then you learn. Then you take a application development course. We teach Python in this course. Just the Python programming and the Python to do some basic data analysis. 685, you learn how to translate how to analyze the current business process and design the information system. That's very important. You can translate the business requirement into a information system technical terms. Then you take the management of information systems course. This one allows you to build a strategic view about how should you apply the information technology to help your business. You will learn many case studies and learn the different way to manage the project things. Then you learn how to build a website, spend some time, to do the internet application development. You also learn the database, learn the SQL, learn the data science stuff. We also have a course for the second year in the fall. You learn the mobile system. We know these days more than 50% of the transaction are happened in the cell phone. So it's important to learn the mobile business application. Then you take another course on the business intelligence. You learn how to do the marketing analysis, supply chain analysis, all this kind of data mining, business intelligence concept. Then you have a capstone course that you apply what you learn to some real life project or something. And the 635 is more like a technology-based startup. You try to learn some cutting edge technologies and try to generate some business ideas. Basically, that's a sample for the full semester, full-time track students program. Okay. This one is for the professional. You take 2 courses each semester, one in the evening or in the Saturday morning and afternoon. We have courses in evening and weekend, so you can take 2 courses. But you have to take courses in the summer, the 2 summers. Basically, you finish everything in 24 months. So that's for the professional. Okay, now I give it to Lindsay to talk about the application process.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Dr. Liu. All right, I'm going to talk briefly about the application process. So our application requirements are that applicants have a bachelor's degree from a regionally accredited institution. We are very pleased that the college has opted to waive the GMAT GRE exam requirement for all fall 2021 applicants. So hopefully you all are pleased to know that as well. The application requires a resume, video statement, a short answer, and 2 letters of recommendation. And I'll go into a little bit more detail on the following slides about all of those application requirements. The process is done completely online through Cal State Apply. So you'll log on and create an account there. For fall 2021, if you are an international applicant, then the deadline is April 1st, 2021. If you are a domestic applicant, then the deadline for the application is June 1st, 2021. There's 4 different quadrants to the application. We do have a very helpful application guide on our website. You'll pay the $70 application fee and then send in your transcripts. So I'll go into a little bit more detail about each of these items. So this is the kind of home page to the Cal State Apply. You'll indicate your term of interest is for fall 2021. It is currently open and active. So the application cycle started and opened on October 1st. You'll select graduate, create your account, and then move through. These are screenshots demonstrating the dashboard. So once you have selected the term and program of interest, it will move you to your dashboard. And these are the 4 quadrants we were talking about. As you can see, the screenshot on the left-hand side shows the 4 different quadrants. And as you move through completing each of the different sections required, it will turn green and you'll see a check mark indicating that you've completed all of the required questions in that section. Quadrant 1 is personal information. This will ask you for your contact information. It will ask you some other personal identifying information. Quadrant 2 is then academics, and this will ask you to enter the colleges that you are attending or attended in the past and enter your GPA. Quadrant 3 is supporting information, and there's actually only 1 section, and you do not need to fill this out because you will be uploading the items requested in quadrant 4. So this is quadrant 4 of Cal State Apply. And as you can see, there are different tabs at the top of the screen. So we'll go into a little bit more detail about each of those tabs now. Under the questions tab, it will ask applicants for the video and statement. Instead of doing a written statement of purpose, our college does a video statement of purpose. Applicants can use any platform that they want. YouTube is certainly seems to be the most popular one, but you can use any video platform that you want. The video should be no more than 5 minutes in length, and it should be you addressing this prompt. What are your career goals for the next 3 to 5 years? And what is your long-term dream job? Under the questions tab of quadrant 4, it will also ask you to complete a short answer statement. This is about 1 paragraph size-wise, and the prompt for you to answer this question is, describe a time when you dealt with someone who was difficult. How did you react to this situation, and what would you do differently if you could do it over again? Okay. Then under the Documents tab in quadrant 4, you will upload your resume. Under the Recommendations tab in quadrant 4, you will enter the names and emails of 2 people that you would like to write your letters of recommendation. You might notice if you've already started the application or when you do start the application, there are actually 3 entries for names and emails. We only require 2 letters, but if you are concerned that a recommender might not get to it on time, or you're concerned and you just want to have that extra one there, you can enter up to 3 people. Your recommender will then receive an email with instructions for how to access the portal and upload their letter for you. So our recommendation for what you should give to the individuals writing your letter of recommendation is that their letter includes a short summary of their history with you. So this might be someone that you are employed with. It could be an instructor. So let us know a little bit about how they know you. A statement of the characteristics that they believe will help you to excel in graduate school. They should include some descriptions of the contributions you brought either to the organization or to the classroom setting. And then a statement of your endorsement for entry into the graduate program in MS in Information Systems. Once you have submitted and paid for the Cal State Apply application, then it is time to send in your transcripts. Enrollment Services will be requesting the transcripts as they're processing the application. They can be submitted electronically to the email address listed here, or they can be sent via mail to the mailing address listed here. So if you have an institution within the United States that utilizes the electronic service, we are seeing more and more institutions are using that, and it's very helpful and more immediate than mail, but not all institutions are doing that. So do whichever one works best for you. If you attended or are currently attending an international institution, then there is a separate office called the Center for International Education Admissions, and they will support the review of your documents such as transcripts and grade sheets. And you can email them with additional questions about this, and then also send your official documents to the Center for International Education International Admissions office. I am not sure if we have any current Cal State Long Beach undergrad students within the College of Business joining us tonight, so I won't spend too much time talking about our fast track application process, but if we do, feel free to contact us for a little bit more information. We have a fast track application process available to our current CSULB undergraduate students who are majoring or minoring within the College of Business and have a 3.0 at the time of the application, and then maintain that 3.0 through graduation. There's a fast track application process that you can email us for to learn more about. And then if and when you are preliminarily admitted to the program, you'll also need to submit the Cal State Apply application, and we provide you with a detailed guide of how to do that. Before we open it up to our question and answer portion of tonight, we want to just review quickly some frequently asked questions that we get. Is this program STEM designated? Yes, it is. As Dr. Liu mentioned, this is a STEM designated program, which provides additional employment opportunities to our international students. Do I need to have work experience in information systems or information technology in order to apply? The answer to that is that you do not. This work experience in information systems or information technology is certainly desirable, but it's not required. Do I need to know how to code before I join? Again, similar to our last answer, coding is desirable, but not essential. It is important that our applicants have general MS Office expertise. It is also helpful to have knowledge of various programming languages, and both of these sets of skills will help you to succeed in our MS and Information Systems program. We get asked a lot, what is the student experience like? We don't have any current students joining us, but we do a semesterly student panel webinar, and the link here goes to our most recent version of that. So we'd love for you to check out our student panel webinar and learn a little bit more about the experiences of our current students. And then finally, another commonly asked question is, what is the cost of tuition? So our MS and Information Systems program is actually a self-support program offered through the College of Professional and International Education. And what that means is it is a flat rate program. So the cost of the program is $31,500. That's the total amount for tuition, which is $1,050 per unit. Since this is a flat rate fee program offered through CPI, it also includes all of the tuition, your materials, your textbooks. It includes parking permits and also meals for when you are on campus on Saturdays. We want to thank you all for joining us tonight, and we'll be opening up for questions and answers. If you have any questions after the session, feel free to email us, and we'd be happy to help you. Thank you so much.